Hey folks, if you're just hopping on, Benjamin Yurkovich here with Washington Weather Chasers. Currently I'm just outside of Snohomish. We've got this shower moving into the foothills. And I'm just kind of watching it drift away. This right here is what I'm looking at on the radar, just to my northeast, and we have new development just to my north. Also some other showers developing kind of off to my southwest and southeast. But we're just gonna keep an eye on this as it moves off. And as you guys are hopping in, please like this live stream and also make sure and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. All right, see plenty of you guys hopping in. Thanks guys for hopping in. Something that would help out this stream is if you guys also share it around. That would that would help greatly rather. You can kind of see the updraft bays back there now on this little shower. And on that, right over there. A little bit of a rainbow there again. If you guys are just hopping in, Benjamin Yurkovich here with Washington Weather Chasers. Currently just to the south of Monroe, watching this shower move off to the foothills right now. It looks kind of robust on radar. It's not the most robust thing ever visually, but the day is just kind of starting here, so we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna get moving here in just a moment again. Go ahead and let me know also where you're watching from. A little bit of a rainbow. Right on, Windy. Hey Keith, how's it going? Hey Angela, Kara Noble. All right, lots of people hopping in. Thanks guys for hopping in. I'm just watching this cell move away. I'm about to move a little bit further north, I think. We'll go ahead and start that now. Let me know how the quality of the stream is and if the audio and everything is good. Good quality. All right, awesome. Glad to hear it. Okay, that's actually a decent spot to pull in right back there just for a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around up here, point the camera towards the east. Actually, right here is fine too. So here's the backside of this cell as it is moving away. Nothing too crazy just yet. I'm actually not using Starlink Tumwater, but I have actually considered getting myself a Starlink as a backup. I'm also getting a new data booster here pretty soon. See lots of people hopping in. Thank you so much for hopping in. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure and subscribe. All right, right now looking off to the north, we have a little bit more instability up there. I'm gonna zoom in on that so you can kind of see how nice and crisp the tops of those clouds are over there. And then we have this cell right here, which is just off to the east of, I'm just gonna put it in ultra wide so you guys can see that. It's just off to the east of Snohomish, moving off towards the east. And then this is all back towards the west here. We've got some more instability, something trying to form right here, what appears to be just north of Snohomish. And then down to the south of Snohomish, we've got more instability. This is down by Duval. Down by Duval down here, we've got some agitated cumulus down here, some cumulus congestus. But so far, this one right here, just to the east of Snohomish and probably just to the north of Monroe right now, is the heaviest shower. If you live up in the foothills by Lake Rosinger, you're probably feeling the effects of this. But where I am at the moment, we actually have some nice sunshine. So this is gonna help build the instability where I'm at here in the Snohomish River Valley just a bit more. Can help things develop even more. And if you're enjoying this stream, something that would help it greatly is if you guys were to like the stream. I know it sounds kind of silly, but that makes YouTube happy and helps get this thing out there to more and more people. Hey Bill, thanks for joining on. Hi Dilly. All right, I'm gonna take a look at the radar here and I'll actually show you guys what I'm looking at. Okay, so this is looking at the radar. That blue dot right there is my location, just to the south of Snohomish. Off to my northeast, we've got some reasonably robust looking showers that have developed. There's not been any lightning yet. There may be just a hair of rotation up there by Verlot. Let's go ahead and put the loop on that. I don't know if that's actual rotation. It might just be some fragmentation. But either way, we are starting to get some showers to develop. And if we are to zoom out on the radar here, you can see there's also a little bit of development on the other side of the Puget Sound maybe. But I'm going to keep an eye on the stuff just to my south. That might be the next thing to go. So maybe I'll hop on Highway 2 and start heading towards that cumulus field to see if that decides to get going here. So let's go ahead and start getting in position for that. Nobody coming. I think I'm gonna pull around like so. Quite a few people watching the stream. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, also welcome. Benjamin Yurkovich here, Washington Weather Chasers, currently on the Snohomish-Monroe Highway. Make my way towards Snohomish right now. I'm gonna get on to Highway 2. And I think I'm gonna head a little bit further east towards the next area that I think is gonna develop. But you can kind of see there's some cumulus up ahead, a little bit of agitated cumulus. Any one of these things could develop at any time and turn into something interesting. Bill, this is Benjamin Yurkovich. I run the Washington Weather Chasers Facebook page. Yeah, man, it's hard to know where I want to wait because it's looking pretty interesting just off to my west as well. Like this could develop here. Not sure if I want to go too much further away from this area. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. Gonna back into this road. I've got nobody here behind me, so I'm gonna slow down and then I'm gonna back into this road and kind of show you guys an indicator of what I'm looking at here. So, kind of have a bit of a cumulus field here. It's not too crazy. The cumulus isn't towering too much. But then I'll show you guys kind of my conundrum here. So we've got this, and there's a little bit more cumulus to my south. We've got the shower that just moved off further to the kind of in between everything right now, just kind of keep an eye on where I Are you guys able to hear me now? Test, test. All right, is the audio working? Sorry about that. I just did a whole entire update without the audio working. I think the audio was connected to the Bluetooth in my car. But Benjamin Yurkovich here with Washington Weather Chasers. Currently, I'm just to the south of Snohomish where we have some instability. We have an upper air trough moving overhead, and the relatively colder temperatures aloft compared to the warmer temperatures of the surface is creating some instability. And as a result of that, we're getting some showers to form across the area. And some of those showers are turning into thunderstorms, and we've already seen that a couple times today. So far, there's not been any lightning associated with these showers in Snohomish County, but that could change. And we've also got some convergence zone activity that is going to be occurring with the wind going around the Olympic Mountains to our west and colliding again to the east of the Olympic Mountains near Snohomish County. And there's also going to be the possibility of a Vancouver Island convergence zone as the wind comes out of the Strait of Juan Fuca and the Strait of Georgia and collides on the east side of Vancouver Island. I apologize for the audio cutting out earlier. Thanks for sticking with me. Change the lens back around. All right. It's starting to look a little bit interesting right up there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the radar here. Okay, so looking at the radar, things are not developing super quickly, but I wouldn't be surprised if whatever this is right near Snohomish County were to develop into something soon. So I think I'm just gonna hang out here, even though this is not showing up on radar just yet. It is looking interesting visually. But there may be a moment when we want to blast further east. If you guys are just hopping in and you haven't already, please go ahead and like this stream. That definitely helps out the channel. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, please make sure and subscribe. And let me know in the comments where you're watching from and also what the weather is like where you are. And if you've heard any thunder today. Tumwater Troy says, big boom of thunder down here at 5 a.m. That's awesome. And Angel says, crazy windy out there on Whidbey. Yep, talked about that in this morning's video, how that could be a possibility. That would be awesome, Bill. All right, I'm gonna take a look at the observations of the wind up there by Whidbey Island real quick. Just waiting to see what happens with this area of cumulus right here. It's looking pretty unstable. Awesome to see so many of you guys in here. Yeah, this is looking interesting right here. So looking at the radar right here, I don't know if you guys can see this very well. Let me fix the focus for you. But looking at the radar, there is some heavier showers off to my east. And I'm gonna show you where my cursor is. So right here, there's a heavier shower off to my east. I'm watching something that looks like it's about to begin developing right near Snohomish. I'm gonna see if that shows up on radar or not. But I'm ready and in position to blast east if I need to. Sasquatch, you haven't missed too much just yet. I'm located just to the south of Snohomish, Amber. Yeah, I almost don't want to leave because this looks pretty interesting, like it could develop into something. I'm gonna hop out though and look east. Yeah, this whole entire line looks kind of interesting. So this is kind of developing here near Snohomish. And then we got this whole entire line of, someone just honked. And then we got this whole entire line of agitated cumulus kind of stretching off to the east. And then we got some more stuff off to the east. I know there is a more intense cell that's moving off to the east of Monroe. And then we also got some agitated Q down there to the south near Duval, Carnation. But as I've mentioned numerous times, I'm just watching to see if this forms into something right here. I don't really want to leave it until I know for sure it's not going to do something. But if it does do something, I'm in a really good spot. Awesome to see so many of you guys in here. Thanks for watching. Christy, I have not heard of any funnel clouds being spotted yet today. Man, this is starting to look interesting. I'm gonna back up a little bit more here. I wanna show you guys this just to the north. I'm gonna put it on ultra wide here. Take it out of the cradle. Definitely something developing here. Okay, I've got my still camera ready just in case. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna hop out and take a photo right now real fast. Okay, so just for full disclosure, this is not quite a storm just yet, but looking at the radar, I am starting to see some blips showing up for this thing. And it looks like it might be developing a little bit of a base just to my west here. There we go. So I believe this is an area of updraft that may be beginning to form. By the way, if you're new and you have not been introduced to me before, my name is Benjamin Yurkovich. I run the Washington Weather Chasers Facebook page. You can also head over there for frequent updates and follow that page. But if you're not already subscribed to this channel, I would highly encourage that you subscribe to this channel. This is where I'm going to be doing the primary amount of my live streaming and whatnot when I'm out storm chasing. And also make sure and just subscribe to the channel. Like this stream. Liking the stream really helps. And also if you want to share this stream around too with any friends that might be interested, that'd be cool. There's a bug right on the windshield that's driving me crazy. Okay, fixed. Okay, yep, we got some updraft action. Man, I gotta hop out and show you guys this. Starting to look nice and stormy just in the matter of the last couple minutes here. This whole entire line is developing really nicely. But specifically right over here, you can kind of see there's like a bit of a smooth bottom on this. And then it looks a bit rougher out in front. Got a bit of an updraft that's developing right here. And I can feel there are southerlies feeding directly into this storm. You can kind of see some turning right there. This is not cloud, but just kind of want to show you guys. You can see some rising motion right into that base there. Some scud developing and rising into the base, and it's kind of turning. Kind of starting to see some visual indications of the shear that we're working with right now. Show you guys the ultra wide. Updraft. Starting to get rained on where I am. Got more stuff starting to develop off to the south of this. And then this also might turn in to a shower here. The whole thing is kind of starting to look like it's trying to develop. Yeah, we got quite a bit of rising right there. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this back in the cradle. And currently I'm just to the south of Snohomish, if you're wondering where I am. Keeping an eye on this updraft base. Feel free to let me know how the stream quality is, how the audio quality is. Yep, we definitely got some stuff developing, got on radar now, indicating what I'm seeing here. So we are just going to continue to hang out. And see what comes of this. All right, awesome. Glad to hear the quality is good. Yeah, the base is still looking a little bit more interesting just off to my northwest, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on that area. Where I'm about to point the camera is right north of Snohomish here. I am positioned just to the south of Snohomish. But yeah, you can kind of see there's a bit of a base right there. I'm gonna turn my camera into video mode. Just in case. All right, getting some rain here. Just getting my camera ready in case there's anything to film. Hey, Puget Sound Storm Watch. All right, lightning northeast of Gold Bar, roger that. All right, I'm actually gonna go just a hair further south, get out of this rain. Gonna be a really nice rainbow here momentarily, if not already. All right, we are going south now on Snohomish Monroe Highway. Just a little bit. We're gonna get an amazing rainbow here. Go just a little bit further. Oh man, rainbow! All right, I have someone behind me, so stand by. I'm gonna have to find a better spot to pull over so I can show you guys this rainbow. Oh man, this is perfect rainbow weather. Here we go. All right, yep. This is what you call rainbow chasing. Bet you all have never been on a rainbow chase before. All right, check that thing out. Here we go. Oh yeah. I'm gonna hop out real quick and get a picture of this. Oh yeah, this is developing. The radar is looking good. Okay, folks. Yeah, check out the radar here in just a moment. All right, so that blue dot right there is me. We got something pretty hefty developing along this whole line, but especially off to the west. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into a position here where I have a better view of the western portion of it. But goodness, that rainbow though is just beautiful. But I want to make sure and not get too distracted by that. I've already gotten a couple pictures. I will post those on Washington Weather Chasers later. Okay. Continue to let me know how the live stream quality is as I'm driving. I want to make sure that I'm not losing data so that I can't keep this up. All right, don't need that on anymore. I'm gonna take a right here. Turn around right over here. Okay. Yeah, guys, the frame rate might be down right now just a little bit because the service is not 100% perfect where I am. But here we have a pretty good view of the cell that's developing. It's kind of moving off to the east-southeast. Here, I'll show you guys the radar here. I'm trying to plan my next move. But right here, let me fix the focus. Okay, right here is where I am. We have this cell developing. It developed pretty quickly. And it's probably gonna track east-southeast towards Monroe. So I might actually go ahead and try to position myself over by Monroe to get ahead of this thing. But I'm really interested in what it's gonna look like on this backside over here. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch this just for a moment. We might get some lightning out of this. The birds are kind of going crazy over there. If you're just hopping into the stream and you haven't already, please make sure and like the stream and also subscribe to the channel. And also something that would help out this stream greatly is if you were to share it around with any of your friends that may or may not be interested. Stand by, folks. Oh, sorry about the focus, guys. That's my bad. Should be better now. Let me know if you guys know if there's been any lightning indicated with this so far. I've not heard any thunder just yet. It's definitely looking pretty robust right in front of me here. Sorry if I'm not answering all of your questions, by the way. I'm not really able to pay attention to the comments. Hopefully I've got a couple moderators in here. All right, lightning north of Woods Creek just now, says Charles Levy. All right, we got some what looks like reasonable hail moving into Snohomish. Now I'm gonna hop out and show you guys this. It's pretty cool with the birds overhead. Ultra wide. Look at this bird formation. And then we got this storm here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into some hail real quick while I don't see any obvious funnel features or anything like that. All right, gonna put this on a fixed focus real fast. There we go. Yeah, some pretty high DBZ coming into downtown Snohomish right now with this. Benjamin Yurkovich here with Washington Weather Chasers, just to the south of Monroe, where we have a pretty strong, pretty heavy cell. There's been some lightning off to my east. So far, this specific spot of this heavy shower that I'm watching, I don't think it's produced any lightning yet, but it does have what appears to be some hail moving into Snohomish right now. I'm actually going to move into position to experience some of this hail. And it looks like we have new showers developing off to our south as well, down by Shoreline, and that may be a new area to chase. Man, really beautiful sun rays off to my west right now. I think I'm gonna pull over and take a photo of that. Yeah, guys, check that out. Real pretty. Well, yeah, we got a new cell forming off to the southwest. And the sun rays are just gorgeous. I gotta make sure and leave my phone plugged in. All right, let's see if we can get some hail, huh? If you're just hopping in, don't forget to like the live stream. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. All right, we're getting into it now. Got some standing water on the road here. All right, there we go. All right, we got some hail. Let's do this. Turn in here for a moment. That's a small hail core, not much of one. I think the hail is about to fall really heavy just over here. So we're gonna get into it, guys. Coming down pretty good. Got some hail.
Just know, guys, pull babies in the way of the picture, making send to the pitch, mostly sky. Yeah. Also being on the stairs sitting there buying bathrobe, which is hacked well. I just got chances of that. Get outside and still in here. What is okay? goes in there. Kinda steer it line. As in a split step here, wheel back. Watson's from the tree. If flames seem nervous because they're trying to know what's on. Is the up pedal. Look, show you guys how to now. Sure.
Hello, can you guys hear me? All right, let me know if that fixed it. There might have been some rain that got in the microphone or something. All right, is that better? All right, awesome. I think some rain got in the microphone. If you're just hopping in, Benjamin Yurkovich here with Washington Weather Chasers. I'm driving on the Snohomish Monroe Highway towards Monroe right now. hopefully the cell phone service will get a little bit better the closer to Monroe I get. If you haven't already and you have been enjoying this stream, please make sure and express that by hitting that like button and also subscribing to the channel. And if you're really enjoying this stream, oh, got a bit of a wall cloud. Okay. Got a lowering over here. Let's see, I'm gonna keep an eye on that just for a moment and see what it's doing. It may be more shelfy than anything. Yeah, I think it's mostly shelf clad. All right, we're gonna keep on moving. I'm gonna get out just a bit more here. By the way, I just posted a link, but a way you can leave a tip for the page if you would like to spread it, kind of like a super chat, is you can head over to my Ko-Fi link, and that is an easy way. By the way, thank you, Frederick Peter Hartman, for just leaving me a Ko-Fi. I saw that pop on my phone. Thank you. All right, it is starting to look interesting. Got some lowering off to my north. Gonna find a good spot to pull over here. All right, here we go. Gonna carefully pull onto this shoulder here. Gonna take a picture of that, guys. Stand by. Clear. The European model did a really nice job highlighting this thunderstorm days in advance. See that we got up over 4,000 subscribers. Awesome, everyone. Thank you so much. So part of the reason why Super Chat is not activated is because I've actually not become a YouTube partner just yet. I've been working on getting my hours back up. YouTube accidentally demonetized my channel because of a glitch a while back. They thought I was uploading duplicate material when really it was just my own footage that was also being uploaded to Thunderstorms media. And I didn't catch that in time. And so anyways, I just didn't get around to fixing it for a long time. And up until recently, I just started working on it again. So once I hit 4,000 watch hours, which after this live stream, who knows, I might be really close, I could become a YouTube partner and super chats will be a thing. But the nice thing about Ko-Fi is Ko-Fi actually lets you keep 100% of the proceeds, whereas YouTube will take a pretty high percent of super chats, if I remember correctly. I can't remember what the exact percentage is, but pretty sure it's like over 15%. So I like the Ko-Fi platform for that reason. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about right now, I'll share that in the comments one more time right there. It should be popping up. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the radar here. Yeah, we got a pretty heavy shower. It's moving through Monroe right now, exactly where I am. I'm gonna pan it up so you can see there is some interesting texture in the sky here. And then I'm probably gonna go south on Highway 203 to get ahead of the new stuff that's off to the west. I'm gonna pull over up here and turn around. It looks kind of interesting on the radar just behind me. Got a football field up here that'll present a nice view. Pull into the middle school parking lot here for a moment, and I'm going to look at what the storm looks like behind me. Got some decent wind coming into Monroe right now with this storm. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit of an interesting lowering right there. Almost right overhead. And rising motion going into it. All right, I'm gonna try to get ahead of that, guys. Yeah, I gotta get on the other side of town. Thank you to whoever it was that just sent me a Ko-Fi.
audio issues going on. I'll have to deal with the audio thing later because I want if this storm actually does something here in just a minute. So bear with the weird audio, guys. I apologize about that. Nature do the thing to some trees. Alright, is the audio better now? Let me know. Well, let's just make the most of it, huh? Benjamin Yurkovich here with Washington Weather Chasers. Woo, thunder!
Okay, let me know if that fixed whatever the issue is. Looking real interesting, hearing thunder. All right, just fixed. I had to open and close the app. All right, it's looking real interesting up ahead. Got lightning that just struck to my east. Yeah, check out my location in proximity to this lightning strike right here, guys. Just like, what is that? About a mile away, lightning strike. That was nice and loud. And now we got a new thing that's about to go over me. I'm gonna go just a bit further down here. Hopefully the live stream maintains. By the way, thank you to all of you who have given a Ko-Fi. I really do appreciate that. Any support helps. Cover the cost of gas and stuff, and helps get out here and do these chases. All right, we're gonna get in position to watch this new one that's heading my way. Looking real interesting off to the west. By the way, if you're just hopping onto this stream and you haven't already, please make sure and like it if you're enjoying it, and also subscribe to the channel. This is Benjamin Yurkovich with Washington Weather Chasers, currently to the south of Monroe, chasing what has been a pretty active thunderstorm now. Quite a bit of lightning. Looking off to my east right now, I can see there's a pretty jagged looking kind of a lowering underneath this updraft base. So I'm going to see if I can get into a better position to take a look at this real fast. I'm going to go through the dumbest roundabout ever created. Like, this is worse than Lake Stevens, guys. They made a roundabout, but not only is it a roundabout, but you can go around all the way, or you can go around here. It's literally a weird small figure eight. I've almost been in numerous car accidents right there. Okay, going up just a bit further. Huge hail core on this thing just to my east. Pretty high DBZ. Oh yeah, and we got some mammatus clouds off to my east. Apparently I've been recording the inside of my camera bag for the last 5 minutes. I just want to thank everybody that's been watching with me. Really excited to read through all your comments and respond. Since I don't have Super Chat active on YouTube yet, I just sent a link over to my Ko-Fi. It's actually better than Super Chat in that, unlike YouTube, which takes a percentage, Ko-Fi lets me keep the whole entire deal. Yeah, there's like this stupid hill in the way, blocking my view. Thank you for the Ko-Fi, whoever just sent that. I saw that flash over. And the fall colors are perfect out here right now. Just absolutely gorgeous fall colors on these big leaf maples. I think I'm gonna have to take my wife out here tomorrow sometime to check this out. Currently heading south on Highway 203. All right, I might be able to get a view of stuff up here. There's a bit of a valley that looks off to the east into the mountains and the foothills, rather. We're going to turn into here, see if I can get a view of the south side of this storm. Hey Sam, I just saw your comment come through. Thank you, man. All right, pulling into Duval right now. We're gonna turn on to Northeast Cherry Valley Road. Gonna try to get a view of this thunderstorm. You can see the top of it way up there. Oh, yeah, check that backside out. By that, I mean the backside of the thunderstorm. turn into here. So over there, that's the main thunderhead right there. And kind of the base is probably behind that hill, but that's the thunderstorm. And then we got some new development over here. A little bit of a lowering over there. I gotta remember this spot right here. This would be a good spot to watch. Storms at a bit of an elevated position from across the valley. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who is on here watching. And by the way, if there's any moderators watching, feel free to delete any weird looking comments and block anything that looks scammy. All right, we're gonna just chill here for a moment. All right, so we got this thunderstorm moving off. Lots of lightning going on over by May Creek. Gonna make a quick post on Facebook real quick, but thankfully we have a nice view right here. If you have not already, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from and also what the conditions are where you are. pretty happy that the thunderstorm forecast verified.
Alright. If you've been enjoying this live stream, please make sure and hit that like button. Also make sure and subscribe to the channel. And a couple other things that would help out is tell your friends about this channel if you've been enjoying this. And also make sure and share it around. So I'm getting up over 4,000 subscribers with this live stream today. Also, feel free to check out my Facebook page, where I've got most of my posts over there.
All right, did that fix the chipmunk? Is it better now? I don't know why this app does that every now and then. I like need to open and close the streaming app. All right, so back to what I was saying is if you've been enjoying this, please make sure and hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. And a couple other things that would help out the channel is letting a friend know or letting a family member know about this channel. I'm going to be doing all of my live streaming for the storm season on this YouTube channel. Hey, Ghost Eyes Adventure. I am also in Duval right now. All right, we got a pretty robust looking thing developing now just off. I'm gonna get into a bit more of an elevated position here. So this is developing now more off to the northwest of me here. This is gonna blow through here. Ooh, we've also got what appears to be a heavier cell developing near Seattle. Yeah, check out the development on the radar here now. If you live down by Seattle or Redmond, look out the window right over there over Elliott Bay. Probably looks really awesome. Seattle looks like it's about to get a thunderstorm. And just look at the amount of lightning on the storm we just chased. And it's back building now off to the west. So my location, just so you guys know, that is not correct, that blue dot. I'm going to turn that off. But I am currently right here. And I think I have time before my evening commitment. I might be able to check out the cell down by Seattle here.
For the throne of God above, I have a strong and perfect plea, a great high priest whose name is love, whoever lives and pleads for me. My name is graven.
All right, is the audio better now? Sorry about the music, that was a little weird. My phone is doing all the things. Yeah, part of me wishes I just went east. But I'm in a good spot right here to watch this. It's going across the highway right now with a pretty decent hail core. And it looks interesting straight to my north. So there we go. Be watching right over there for lightning. Oh yeah! Woo! Did you guys see that lightning strike? Let's see if we can capture the thunder. Oh, that was perfect. All right, we might get more cloud to ground lightning strikes right over there, guys. I'm gonna get my other video camera going. Can you guys send me the minute mark for when that lightning strike occurred? I think it was around 1 hour and 43 minutes in. All right, if you guys didn't see it, we just had a cloud to ground lightning strike just to the north of Duval. Sorry about that, Sonia. Sonia says she about sprayed her Celsius drink all over her place when I got excited. Yeah. I mean, what do you do when you're a storm chaser in Washington State and you actually see a cloud to ground lightning strike? Man, look at those fall colors straight ahead. If you're just hopping on and you haven't already and you're enjoying this live stream, please make sure and like the stream. Also subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want, you can check out the Washington Weather Chasers on Facebook. And also let your friends know that I'll be doing these streams more often during the storm chasing season. And if you're the kind of person that would normally give a super chat for something like this, and you're not seeing that option on here, I'm leaving a comment right now for my Ko-Fi. It's basically like super chat, but even better. And pretty soon here, my YouTube will be able to receive super chats again as well. Looks like we have gotten around 6,000 total views on this stream, which is absolutely awesome. All right, we're still just watching this cell here. I can see off in the distance the tops of the cells that are over by Bellingham and the San Juan Islands. You can see those off in that direction over there. All right, we got more lightning now. More lightning on the one that we're watching right now. Are you watching the stream by chance, or? Oh, really? Cool. someone watching the live stream just pulled up and said hi. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and give some shout outs to people that have given Ko-Fis over the last hour. Thank you, Fred Fox Radio, for your gift. Really appreciate that. And then someone anonymously gave. And then Dalper65 and Snowmac. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that. Ah, and Carol Noble, all right. Currently, guys, I am just north of Duval, watching this thunderstorm as it moves off to the east. Also kind of got some new development off to my west. There's some new stuff forming over by Quilcene and Port Gamble and Kingston and Seattle. Gonna go ahead and post again on the page here. Also some stuff up by Bellingham and the San Juans. I think that is the Vancouver Island convergence zone that's starting. Just heard more thunder. Okay. To my west. right, so this is kind of heading straight towards me here. All right. Looking a bit interesting over there. Might get another chance of hearing some thunder and lightning at this location. We have a bit stronger of a segment heading my way. It's just over these trees. Still a ton of lightning on that storm as it heads off to the east. Looks like we're almost up to 7,000 total views in this live stream. Awesomeness. All right, I'm gonna step out of the car here and just enjoy this for a moment. This actually has like a bit of structure going on. More thunder. Yeah, this whole thing is kind of starting to rotate. Okay guys, stay tuned. This cell near Duval is starting to look pretty interesting. Got some interesting movement in this thing. Ooh, lightning right overhead, I think. Really close lightning. I just saw a flash. Maybe not right overhead, but somewhere nearby. It's a great base in this thing. Thank you, Jim Hu, for your Very generous Ko-Fi, I appreciate that. All right, we got some interesting motion going on right here, guys. More thunder. Yeah, this is great. We're in a good spot. I'm gonna reposition the car. Okay. I may need to get south of town. I hear hail coming down. Yeah, this thing's gonna come right into town. Part of me doesn't want to move just because of how good this view is. The actual updraft base is just off to my left here. I can see rising motion going into it. Got some decent sized hail coming down now.
Thank you, William Thomas, for the co-fire. I appreciate that.
All right, let me know if the audio is better. Sorry about that. All right, we're gonna have to reposition here. I think we're about to get slammed by hail. Let me fix the exposure.